Hello furniture friends, Katie here from Salvaged by K. Scott. I'm about to embark on a bit of an impromptu thrifting adventure. I just popped out to the garage to try and figure out which furniture project I'm going to work on next, and the pickings in there are pretty slim at the moment. So I decided instead I would grab the camera, hop in the van, drive into town, and hit as many of my local thrift stores as I can to see what I can find in terms of furniture that is at a good price, that needs a little bit of love, and that is just gonna inspire me to get to work again. I actually haven't bought any furniture pieces all summer. I've just been surviving off of the amazing stuff that we found in the trash during our town's bulky item garbage day back in the spring. So I have a decent budget today if I do find anything that I like. Of course, spending the least amount of money on a piece of furniture is always the best way to leave room for a good profit at the end of the project. But because I'm able to supplement so many projects with free stuff, I'm always willing to spend a little bit more at a store if a piece is in better condition and is going to need less work on my end. My first stop was Value Village. They keep their furniture tucked away in the back corner of the store, and the first thing that I saw was this darling little mid-century end table. They've got it marked at $15.99, which isn't awful, but I try to avoid picking up single end tables like this just because they're pretty impossible to sell unless you have a matching set. There's also this massive piano, and they've got it priced at $499, which is downright insanity. There are always tons of people on Facebook Marketplace who are giving away pianos like this for free. They had a ton of little coffee tables in here today, from $10 all the way up to $50, but none of them really got my attention. Another single end table here with a drawer this time for $25.99. These make great beginner pieces and practice pieces when you're trying to learn a new paint or new technique, but again, I'm not really interested in singletons today. This little kitchen table definitely caught my eye and drew me in. It's got some smooth Art Deco lines, priced at $25 and obviously very well loved. I pulled it out from under the shelf so I could see how the leaf system worked. The top was veneered and it looked like they just nailed it down around the edges where it had started to lift, but it still slides open and closed perfectly and has this cool little folding leaf extension hidden away underneath. I seriously thought about grabbing this one and maybe investing in a new sheet of veneer for the top, but then I looked at the sides and saw that all of the ply was separating. It's totally a fixable piece of furniture, but not really an undertaking that I feel interested in at the moment. Around the corner was this sweet kids chest of drawers with this white melamine finish and these cute floral handles. $15.99 is about right on price point. It's a mix of wood and MDF, no dovetails on the drawers, and just a really basic, economical piece of furniture. Lots of flipping potential, but not for me, not today. And this is another Art Deco piece at $35.99. It looks like solid maple and it's in decent condition, but the problem with these waterfall style dressers is that their drawers are always terrible. They always get stuck or need to be jammed back into place, and they take forever to get them working really well. So again, beautiful piece of furniture, great price point, but just not my jam today. Couple of maybes in there, but nothing that got me really excited. So if I don't find anything else, I might circle back. Next up is the Salvation Army. They don't stock too much furniture at this location, but the first thing that I saw was this adorable rocker. They've got it priced at $49.99, which is a little bit high. I would personally paint and reupholster this thing, but it's got great cottagecore vibes. And next to it was this sweet Duncan Fife harp chair with a cross-stitch seat. So much grandma nostalgia for $19.99. There's another rocker here too with a cane seat and this cool wicker back. I've never seen anything like this in person before. It's gorgeous, but not something that I really know how to fix. Upstairs, they had this single nightstand, which is pretty boring. And then I spotted this flower table. I recently made over one of these for our basement apartment. I find these things all over the place here on the East Coast. This one has a different base than the one that I did though. And another little chest of drawers. This looks like a homemade job, all out of plywood. They've got it priced at $45 with some more of those problematic wood on wood drawers that just get stuck every time. Eeyore here is pretty cute though. That was another no-go. We'll try the Restore next. There's always a ton of bed frames in here, and they are very often on sale for 50% off, so some good deals to be had. This double-sized Art Deco headboard has a ton of potential, I think, to add some cool texture across the big open panel on the back, maybe some cane webbing or something like that. And this mid-century guy for $20 with its cubbies could be a really fun flip. These coffee tables are funky. I couldn't decide if I liked these or not, but after seeing the $60 tag on each end table and $100 on the coffee table, I definitely didn't like them. Then this solid wood Jacobean or Jacobine dining table caught my eye. This thing is gorgeous. Gorgeous carvings, gorgeous legs, $60. Someone is going to get a fantastic piece of furniture at a killer price with this. Then there's this little Empire style reproduction pedestal coffee table with those awesome curled feet. They had it marked at $60 and I would totally pay that, bring this home, strip it down and give it a lighter wood finish. But I actually forgot all about this by the time I was done in here. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that I didn't pick this up. A huge oak office desk, definitely mid-century, but sadly missing an entire drawer. They only wanted $30 for it, and if I had the skills to build a new drawer from scratch, I totally would have scooped this up. A tiger oak dresser, well, faux tiger oak dresser. They have this marked at $125, and I thought about this one for a bit. It was a reproduction, vintage, but not as antique as it appears. No dovetails on the drawers, and the finish had this plasticky sheet laminate feel to it. This would have been a really good candidate to strip down and restain. And then there was this massive unit next to it. It was solid wood, about 7 feet tall, and I think it was probably a bar or just a wine cabinet. $200 on this very specific niche piece is too rich for my blood, but it did have some gorgeous hardware and really only needed a few simple-ish repairs. I immediately fell in love with this laminate and particle board bookcase for $60 though. Silly, I know, but the price point is everything here. This would be such a fun project to paint in a wild color with some funky patterned wallpaper on the back panel. And the pulls on here are just to die for. To die for. Look at how cool this set is. The armchair is $80 and the sofa's $100. That old upholstery is looking pretty rough though.
Those are neat.
They had a ton of these lockers priced anywhere from $60 to $150. These would be awesome in a kid's bedroom or even storage in a mudroom. A little plywood cupboard for $40 would be a great paint project. I've done a cabinet like this before too, all particle board, but still a nice solid piece of storage. Here's the matching buffet to that table. $175 is a lot, but actually not too bad. It's missing one of its poles though, which is such a bummer because they're so pretty. And oh, just look at those legs. This is a gorgeous piece of furniture. Here's a modern console table or little writing desk for $40. This would be a fantastic flip piece. My jaw hit the floor when I saw these. There's the dovetail I was looking for on the other one. I would say these ones are authentically old. Still a faux finish with the tiger oak, but authentic antiques this time. The finish was rubbed away on the top, but I still couldn't tell what kind of wood was underneath there. These would be a perfect set of his and hers bedside tables for $65 and $75. Here's a massive, totally outdated radio cabinet. This is a perfect flip piece. It's a Viking brand stereo, and it looks like only the radio is working, but it would be a great piece to update with some paint and new hardware. And if you could get that turntable working again, killer. Okay, there were a handful of things in there that I really like, that have a lot of potential, but I'm not 100% sold on them. So I'm leaving with nothing today. I'm gonna sleep on it, and I might try and pop back tomorrow with Doug and see if any of them are still here. My last stop is my favorite stop because they are dedicated specifically to furniture. This is Enviro Plus here in Moncton. They have a massive furniture warehouse filled with tons of donated pieces, and they use all of their proceeds to run a fantastic social outreach program that teaches really valuable employment skills. Barbie Pink. This is gonna end up in a little girl's room filled with dolls. I just know it. And this is a great piece. It's got dovetails and that kind of IKEA white lacquered finish. It's really clean and in good condition. A new paint job and some fresh hardware. This would be a great flip. That is beefy. But kind of cool too. A nice little Art Deco waterfall desk for $55. These Bakelite handles are just stunning. This is a good flip one too. $200 as well, missing some hardware, but that's okay. Dovetail drawers. I like this one. This one has some good potential. It's tugging at my heartstrings. A matching set here of an armoire and dresser with some definite finish issues. $125 for the armoire and $200 for the dresser. They're really big pieces though. And all of this carved work on the panels is actually molded plastic made to look like wood. And the rest of these pieces is all veneer over top of particle board. The drawers all open nicely, and the maker mark says this is a Pepler. These are great pieces. This mid-century guy has already had a bit of a flip. It's got some navy paint on it. All of the gorgeous hardware is still there too. Dovetailed drawers, but still lots of veneer chips and damage. This one is made by Viscal. Another pair of Art Deco waterfall beauties here. Look at the hardware and the veneer inlay on that. So beautiful. It's missing 2 of its pulls though. That is such a bummer. But yeah, these waterfall drawers, always awful. This dresser is all knotty pine. I think it could be a really pretty piece to strip down and do a lighter wood finish on with some modern hardware. No dovetails, but that's okay. This would be really cool painted in a funky color too. It's already had a bit of a refinish job, which is not the greatest, but it would be a really cute bar cabinet. And then I found another 2 tiger oak pieces, a washstand and a dresser that's missing the original mirror that would have been on the back. The tops of these have been painted over brown and they have that same faux finish on them. And then I opened the drawers and found nap joints inside. I love nap joints, but these are more expensive than the ones over at the Restore. I think I'm gonna leave these. These big clunky guys always look so good painted up. Again, these decorations are molded plastic. It's a cool piece though. All the drawers are nice and clean and working well. And here's another oldie. It's probably solid pine. That's my best guess under all of this gray paint. This is one that I would strip back to the natural wood, but I don't really want to commit to that right now. And there's no price on this one. Success! I did purchase 2 big dressers. I'm gonna go back in with Doug tomorrow to pick them up and then hopefully stop by the Restore again and take a look at some of the other things that I wanted to grab. Anywho, thank you for coming along with me and hanging out with me again today. I don't know what project I'm gonna be working on next. That is yet to be determined, but I will catch you all next time.